Hello guys, first off, thank you so much for being patient and for sticking with me in these long inactive months. I've been focusing a lot on my physical health, my mental health and so on. Hope all is well and good on your end as it is here. Give the video a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and of course you can also write something in the comments and we'll chat. Great to see you again guys. Hello guys, welcome to the channel. Today we are going to be talking about a very twisted, diabolical, but also a very unusual person. Some of you may have heard of him already as the real life version of Dexter. But if you haven't, don't worry, I got you covered. So get comfortable, relax and enjoy the video. This is the life of Pedro Rodrigues Filho. Pedro was born on the 29th of October in 1954 in the small Brazilian town of Santa Rita do Capuçai. Sources say he was destined to become a killer, given that his skull was crushed even before he was born. His father, Pedro Rodrigues Sr., a local farmer, used to beat his mother up pretty badly on a consistent basis, and that didn't stop even when she was pregnant with young Pedro. So he sustained various kicks and punches while still in the womb, thus resulting in him being born with a deformed skull. The whole Rodrigues family was working on their farm, so Pedro learned very early on to provide for his family financially. He claimed that he first felt the urge to kill at just 13 years old. The story goes that he stole a horse pertaining to his cousin, thus making the cousin very angry and punching Pedro in the face. It was then that Pedro wanted revenge, but he didn't act right away, oh no, he waited. He waited till the day him and the said cousin were working a shift together in his grandfather's sugarcane factory. When Pedro saw his cousin distracted, he pushed him into a sugarcane press which completely smashed his arm. The man started screaming, but Pedro wasn't done just yet. He didn't want to hurt him, he wanted to kill him. I don't know why, but it seemed that he had a change of heart and decided to mercilessly save him, leaving him with a permanent damage and an amputated arm. Pedro was arrested, but the Rodrigues family decided not to press charges as he was a valuable workforce in helping them survive. It only gets worse from here. When Pedro was 14, the family truly experienced financial difficulties due to his father being fired from his job as a school guard for supposedly stealing food from the kitchen. Pedro blamed the deputy mayor of Santa Rosa for letting go of his dad, and he decided to take matters into his own hands, grabbing his grandfather's shotgun and shooting the mayor to death in front of the city hall. He wasn't done though, cause in his mind, the other security guard who was working alongside his father was the true thief, thus also needed to pay. He met the same end as the deputy. After the double homicide, Pedro went on the run, hiding in the town of Mogi das Cruzes. It was there that he really perfected his methods by robbing local drug dens and killing drug traffickers, gaining him the nickname of Pedrinho Matador or Lil Pedro Killer. Mind you, when all of this was happening, Pedro was only 14 years old. Soon after the murders, he met a woman, an older woman, named Maria Aparecida Olimpia, nicknamed Botinha. They began a romantic relationship while also living together. Botinha was a drug dealer, so Pedro started learning from her about the drug business. He was responsible for eliminating as many rival drug gangs as he could. But this of course came with a huge price. A rival drug lord wanted retaliation and ordered the murders of Pedro and Botinha, who was pregnant with his child at the time. Pedro survived the massacre, but his loved ones didn't. So what did he do? He tracked down every single person responsible for the incident, tortured them for information, and then finally killing them. It's crazy to think that by the age of 18 he cranked up 10 murders. Do you remember when we talked about how his father, Pedro Sr., used to beat his mother on a daily basis? So one time it went a bit too far, and he ended up killing her in one of his drunken rages. Of course he was swiftly arrested, and when the news got to young Pedro, he was furious. He visited his father in prison, and in the visitation area stabbed Pedro Sr. 22 times before cutting out his heart, chewing it, and spitting it out. This all happened in 1973, when Pedro was barely legally an adult at the age of 18. He was of course swiftly arrested and put in jail, the place where he would reside for almost all of his entire life. He quickly made a reputation inside as a violent killer, although he would consider himself more of a vigilante who would only target other criminals and sex offenders. He particularly despised the latter. One story goes that one time he and 2 other inmates were transported to a prison in an armed van. When the guards opened the door, they found that Pedro had murdered one of the inmates on the way there after discovering that that man was a rapist. He racked up a pretty big number of murders in the prison complex, so they kept prolonging his stay. He was originally given 126 years, but due to some very weird Brazilian law, he was released on 24th of April in 2007, serving only 34 years. Upon his release, he started working as a caretaker till 2011, when he was again arrested for initiating a riot and deprivation of liberty. I mean, nothing compared to his previous crimes. Pedro was released after 7 years though, on December of 2018, and vowed to never commit a crime again. So he started a YouTube channel. Yep, one of the most dangerous and brutal people on the whole planet started a channel on this very platform. It was called Pedrinho X Matador, translated to English to Lil Pedro X Killer, where he would teach people about the importance of avoiding gang culture, commenting on modern crimes, and basically trying to steer the public away from living his lifestyle. He even got pretty successful at it. This all came to an end on March 5th, 2023, when 2 armed men opened fire, killing Pedro. He was 68 years old. Till now no suspects have been arrested, and his murder remains unsolved. Pedro Rodrigues Filho died with 71 counts of murder on his conscience, though it's believed that it was a lot more, making him one of the most prolific serial killers in history. And here is where our story ends. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like the video and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next one.